Hey guys, it is me, Arash. Some of you guys that is going to see this on YouTube knows me as Mafia Arash. What I say is Mafia Arash. Mafia Arash was a character that I created back in 2020 or 2019. I can't remember. So yeah, whatever I create is that character is still making me relevant on TikTok. Um, so yeah. What do I want to say about is this is my first episode, so I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to tell you my former school and what I'm currently doing. I'm formerly from Fairport Primary School, and okay, I'm not going to say my primary school. I just did. Okay, I'm formerly from Northlight School. Um, so yeah, and what am I currently doing is I'm also studying. I'm a youth instructor. I'm a social media, I'm a TikToker, YouTuber, and going to be a hotel worker soon in November the 20th. So yeah, that's when my birthday come. What? I'm a former McDonald's worker in Singapore. So yeah, it's my first episode, so do not do not put a hard time on me. I'm trying to learn about podcast too. Okay, now I'm going to say about what what let me what let the what who or what gave me an idea to start a podcast. Basically, my friends decided to ask me. I joined them for a podcast. I was like, "What's a podcast?" And I start learning about podcasts through YouTube. And I've been watching. I actually have been watching podcasts for a really long time. So yeah, um, why look forward to do podcast for a long time? Yes. What else? Okay, I'm going to talk about work and those who don't like work, you guys can leave the podcast. I'm just kidding, stay. Alright, I'm going to talk about work and opportunities and other stuff that you guys might find interesting. Just give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. That you guys might find interesting to you guys. That I think it might be interesting to those who love to work hard. Um, So I'm going to say about work. Uh, my first job actually was McDonald's. Yes, I used to work for McDonald's, and McDonald's was never easy job. Trust me. If you're willing to sacrifice your birthday, your celebration for something special that you might want to celebrate, then you can work at McDonald's. If you're a hard worker, you're willing to sacrifice, and you want to how do you call it? You want to get a upper position, you need to sacrifice sometimes you need to sacrifice special events that you might not like. For example, I sacrifice my birthday most of the time, work at McDonald's, and I really don't mind it. I resigned late. I just resigned a couple of months ago to, so that I can spend time with my friends, so that I can start celebrating my birthdays again, and so that I don't miss any birthdays for my family, my friends, my whatever you guys want to say. So yeah, sacrificing my own birthday was never easy. I really didn't want to show up for work, but I pushed myself. And normally it wasn't me. Normally it was Eminem. Yes, I'm a Gen Z, and I listen to Eminem. Eminem encouraged me to always put hard work into what you want to do. So yes, thanks to Eminem, I'm now happy for my life. I'm hard working on my life, all that stuff. There's some part of it that I can share on social media or I'm willing not to share. So I'm going to share some part that I'm willing to share. Basically, so after I left McDonald's a couple months ago, in, I'm now, how do you say, just give me, I'm now a youth instructor, a YouTuber, a TikToker. Now I'm going to talk about being a youth instructor. It's never easy, trust me. Being a youth instructor, I got to say, is one time easier than being a McDonald's worker. Being a youth instructor, you got to manage about. Okay, I'm not going to say it's easier. I'm going to say it's harder. Because being a youth instructor, you're not only making sure that you're fine before your training day with the youth, you're not just making sure that you're 100%, you're not injured, you can train the youth, you can make sure you can work with others. You just need to make being a youth instructor, you got to make sure that you're number one, you're okay. Number two, you got to make sure that you can work with the colleagues that you're going to be working with. And number three is you got to have the mindset to come to work every day and put training on yourself. I myself am a youth instructor. I train almost every day. I train myself almost every day. I train myself 3 to 4 days now due to a shoulder injury. So yeah, being a youth instructor, so number one is fun. Yes, I got to agree. It is fun. It is the pay is good. It's much better than McDonald's for me. For the rest, I don't know. So yeah, but being a youth instructor is never easy. Trust me. Those who is becoming a youth instructor, my advice is to you is be careful of yourself. Make sure when you're doing a training, when you're doing your own workout, do not get hurt. Because once you get hurt, you're going to miss one day. And once you miss one day, that pay is gone. I'm currently coaching 2 days, Thursday and Friday, and I'm normally I used to overwork myself when I do my own training, but now I think it's slowly because I'm a youth instructor. Being a youth instructor is, I know I'm going to repeat this, it's fun. Yes, it is fun. You get to interact with the youth. You get to know what they want. You get to know what they like. You get to know why are they doing this, why are they doing that, and how are their school life. Yeah, okay. The opportunity that I get to become a youth instructor is I get to learn more from younger people than me. I get to learn from a 12-year-old. I get to learn from a 13-year-old that what they like about being a going through training from a youth instructor. Why I say becoming a youth instructor is fun is number one, you get to interact with the kids. Number two is you get to learn something from them. Number three is you get to learn, not only that you get to learn something from the youth, you get to learn something from the people you work with. For example, I'm working with a coach that had more experience than me, and I'm learning some training from him. I'm learning some training that I can do with myself, my friends. And to that coach, I'm thankful for you. Thank you for letting me work with you. So yeah, being a youth instructor, you get a lot of opportunities. You get to host, you get to train kids for their races. You get to talk to them. You get to do, um, you get to laugh with them. You get to basically do all the fun stuff with them. But also you got to have serious time with the youth. Because when it comes to training, safety comes first. You got to make sure that kids are okay. You got to make sure that you're okay. You got to make sure that whoever you work with, you're fine with them. You didn't have any fights. You didn't argue with them. When it comes to work, I'll put my differences aside with whoever I'm working with. Because number one is their youth, and I got to make sure that the youth are okay first before my problems. Because if once the youth are injured, it's not only that the teachers will get in trouble from the youth parents, it's also the instructors and the coaches because we were there and we are wearing the uniform that the company gave us to wear. So yeah, okay. Now I'm going to continue saying about work. Okay. Uh, I'm going to talk about my social media life now. TikTok first. So back in 2019, I didn't know anything about TikTok till then because I was focused with some stuff before knowing about TikTok. So once I know about TikTok, thanks to my cousin recommend me like, oh, you should download this app called TikTok. TikTok is a dancing app. It's like musically, but it's not. So once I learned about TikTok, I was like, okay, TikTok is fun. So I was like, I didn't have any plans back then. I didn't have any what do you call it? Any money back then. I didn't, yeah, all that. So I came up to one of these TikTok page and she posts mafia POVs. I was like, damn, this guy's getting a lot of views, a lot of comments, a lot of likes, a lot of shares. I was like, why not I create a character that resembles behind my name. So I came up with a lot of names, but the one name that stuck out to me was Mafia Arash. Um, Mafia Arash was not only a character that I worked hard on. It's not only the only character that I had. I had two other characters called Eva Mafia Arash and General. So yeah, Eva Mafia Arash is Eva twin of Mafia Arash. So Mafia Arash was the only character that survived. So even Mafia Arash character was started in 2022 and it ended in 2024 because I didn't get enough views on that and I didn't have any TikTok posts behind it. I didn't have any videos behind it. I didn't have enough views behind it. So I ended this year by letting my famous character to kill the character. The general was also never a famous character, so I ended in this year also by letting Mafia Rush do the job. Mafia Rush was a character that a lot of my friends like. A lot of my classmates see that, oh, you're putting effort in that. Why not you create a series behind it? Why not you create this? Why not you create that? And I was like, why should I? I'm ready of okay. Back then I was like, okay, why should I? I'm really famous. Why should I create a series? Until I'm start saying like, oh, TikTok series are getting a lot of views, more views than what I was doing back then. Back then I was doing like 20 to 30 views, which back then to me was a lot compared to now. Now I'm doing over 100 views, almost all videos, and now I have my own hashtag called Mafia Arash, hashtag Mafia Arash on TikTok, which alone back then was putting around 300,000 plus views, and now I don't know how many views because I didn't check it. So yeah, um, I'm still talking about TikTok. So I was like, why not I create a series? And back then I didn't know about anything about CapCut. I didn't know anything about King Master. I didn't know about editing. I didn't know about trailer. I didn't know about posting YouTube videos. I basically was a teenager that was like, okay, I'm going to become famous, but how am I going to become famous? What am I going to find? Inspirations. So back in 2020, which I believe, I started creating the first ever Mafia series, Mafia Series 1. Mafia Series 1 didn't go as well because I didn't put enough effort in that series. I put effort in the character, but not the series scores. I didn't learn anything about CapCut that time, and so Mafia Series 1 was doing about 30 to 40 views per part, and Mafia Series alone that time was having around 30 to 20 plus parts that was over. So I was pulling views after views after views, but they were all below 100. I was like, okay, why is the other series getting views but mine is getting lower? So I started learning stuff on YouTube. Normally not from YouTube, but from friends, from supporters, from other TikTokers that I know that not know as that as friends, but know as I take them as idols. So I watched their videos. I was like, okay, there's something called CapCut. Why not I start editing Mafia series on that? So when it come to Mafia series 2, I use CapCut on it, and it worked. It brought me a bit more views than Mafia series 1. But back in 2021, I was going through depression, so I faced my downfall after downfall after downfall. But it took me only a couple months to get my uprise again. So it didn't take that long for me to get recognized in school by my classmate. My classmate wasn't my first ever followers. It was a guy named Duke. Duke was a teenager that runs to my TikTok page and said that, "Yo, I like your TikTok content and I'm going to support you until the end of days, until you plan to end the character." I was like, "Thanks, dude." So Duke, if you're out there, thanks for supporting me till this day. I can't do it without you, man. Thanks for your support. Salute to you, man. Okay, back to the relevant part. Okay, so yeah, so mafias. So after my uprise, I get, oh my god, after my art rush, I get noticed by my friends. They start calling me about Mafia Rush, and after a couple of months in 2021, more of my schoolmates knows me as Mafia Rush, and I was like, wow, okay, more of my schoolmates are getting to know me. Why not I keep on making more TikTok content about Mafia Rush, and maybe one day the public will know who's Mafia Rush. Maybe one day the teenagers will like other school will be like, oh, there's a kid from North, like he's Mafia Rush. So in 2022, I started getting recognized by other schools that, oh, that's Mafia Rush. And I'm starting to like it in 2022, but when it comes to 2023, 2024, I start like, okay, this is going to ruin my safety because I'm going out alone most of the time back then. And I don't want anyone to come running up to me like, oh, you're Mafia Rush, can I take a picture with you? And or they start shouting Mafia Rush and, cops will call, all that. So once I was like, okay, I'm going to take a break. So I took a break in 2023 or 2024 for a long, in 2023 for a long time, like couple months, couple weeks. Then I was like, you know what, I can't stop. This is really in my blood. I already started doing this. I can't back down from it now. If I'm going to get injured, if I'm going to get famous out there, I better start doing what I want to do. So I start coming back on TikTok, and TikTok for me was the first social media place that I got famous. So yeah, um, was getting famous easy for me? Never, never. Took hours sitting in my room looking at my phone like, how am I going to uprise this character? How am I going to make this character relevant for 2 to 3 years time to 4 years time to even future generations? It's hard. Trust me, it's hard. To those who think that it's easy, it's never easy. Once you start something, it's never easy. I started my first live stream today, and it was never easy. I got to learn it like a couple months back. Starting my own podcast, I didn't even know about. I learned it for years, and yes. So in 2024, I'm starting to start new stuff like live stream on YouTube, record on my computer, start podcast. Who knows? Maybe in 10 years time, a merchandise store. Just saying, relax. But anything's possible if you want to put the time, effort, hard work, mindset, and if you have the mindset of Cristiano Ronaldo, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, some of the greatest ever, um, then if you put your mindset into your mindset, you will get into success. Trust me, if you put those idols like Mr. Beast from nothing to becoming the one of the most famous YouTuber, Cristiano Ronaldo from clearing the streets to becoming a good in football history to Muhammad Ali, who is the greatest, doubtly the greatest fighter of all time, Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson. I can go on and on about legends, idols, but I don't want to. You got to have the mindset that the guy that inspire you is you have the mindset of the guy that inspire you to start something. Put that mindset on, work hard, waste your time, waste everything, and trust me, in couple years of time, it will pay off. So yeah, um, for me, the payoff, the fame payoff was like, yes, but it was also a dangerous payoff because every time when I want to go out and I wait outside from my school, from my friends, some from my students will be like, oh, there's Mafia Rush and Coach. And I'll be like, okay, you got to chill, don't say that name because some of the new students don't know who's Mafia Rush, you know what I mean? So yeah, trust me, fame is never the contest, it's about those who put more hard work into it. Talent is a given, but hard work is never given. You don't need to have money. When you first started, it doesn't matter if you want to put money or not, it's about you planning for the future. When I first started, I didn't put any money to my character. I started putting money in 2022, 2023, which is late in that character years. I start wasting $20, $30, $40. I start buying stuff. I was buying stuff online that I didn't really need it, but it was for the character's sake, character fame. So I was like, okay, fine. Um, okay, enough of TikTok, now of YouTube. So wait, now I'm going to talk with TikTok more a bit more. So to those who think that I only run one TikTok account, I actually had three TikTok account. Just in case one I lose it, I have another two. So yeah. Okay, now back to YouTube. Okay, I started doing YouTube in February of 2022, I believe. So my first YouTube video was my TikTok that reached 1.4k views. And then for that, it started going off to almost two k views, and it started going down and down and down and down because I was like, I can't keep on posting shots after shots after shots because it won't bring me out. So just last year, I started doing videos. Not last year. So I started posting my Mafia series on YouTube, and they like it. So I was like, okay, why not? Every Mafia series I'm going to do ahead of time, I'm going to post it on YouTube, and maybe that could strong views. So for a couple months, I only post my Mafia series until my friend was like, "Why not you record a gaming channel? Maybe who knows that might bring you more views." So I record my first ever gaming video back in 2023, I believe. That video now have 26 views, 26 or 56 views, and I started recording. And after that gaming video, I was like, okay, gaming is something that maybe I could do for a lifetime, but I didn't really want it because gaming was only like part of me that was like, okay, maybe not. So gaming was quite good. I filmed gaming for a couple months, and in 2024 I was like, why not I try to record a reaction video. Apparently that reaction video helped me grow my YouTube channel a lot. Now I have over 11,000 views on YouTube, which I'm still trying to grow. So yeah, growing to be famous is part of success. It's never easy. Sorry, I'm going to cover my hair because my hair's a bit messy now. So yeah, um, yeah, during your journey to the fame, you have some haters that say, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that." Especially the new generation, they'll be like, they are so sensitive to stuff that I can't even post on TikTok anymore because my video will be, their comments will be like, "Oh, why can he record this kind of videos? Why can't I? Like why can he say this kind of stuff in this generation?" So I got to watch what I post. Um, so yeah, I really don't like when I need to look out for what I need to post on TikTok because TikTok was the only part that made me famous back then. So it's like, god damn, TikTok is much harder now thanks to the new generation. I'm a Gen Z, relax. To the new um teenagers, I would say. So yeah, I was like, God damn, they are so sensitive to stuff, and some POVs are so sensitive to it. I was like, God, I got to take that video down, but I was like, no, because the more I post something that offend them, I believe that my views will go up. So yeah, um, but after over more than 1,000 plus video uh, on my hashtag Mafia Rush on TikTok, I was like, okay, I got to start ending the Mafia series because the Mafia series has been going on for 4 to 5 years now, and I want to end it to start a new series and to work on the character more. So I was like, okay, why not I do it on my birthday, but not in the time of my birthday. I mean, in the time of my birthday, um, but not last year, but maybe this year. I was giving some hints that okay, maybe this character has been going on for so long that it's time for me to work on a new character. And I carved it, and I said to them that to my followers that Mafia series is going to end at number 10 on 20th November. Something about Mafia series is I got to tell my fans is the ending number was actually 10. It's you guys that follows me since 2020. You guys will know that in 2021 I restart the whole series. So yeah, if I didn't restart the whole series, it will be at number 12. But I restarted, so now it's at number 10. Did I ever regret restarting the series? The answer is no, because once I restart, I had more stuff to edit that Mafia series to help it grow with more views. So yes, I didn't regret restarting it. Never regret a thing that you think will make you famous. Do what makes you happy, no what just makes you happy. God damn, since I become so inspiration. Okay, what else should I talk about? Opportunities. Yes. Something about life is you won't get opportunity one. You won't get opportunity two times in a row. You only get one. So once you get that opportunity, take it. Do not leave it. Take the opportunity. Work hard on the opportunity that you earn, and then maybe who knows? Maybe it will help you in the future. Help you earn more money. So yeah, my first ever opportunity was McDonald's. So for McDonald's, I thank you guys. Because without you guys, I wouldn't know what is work life. um, so yeah, to me, those who are teenagers and you want to work at a young age, please know that sometimes when you work really hard, you got to sacrifice your birthdays, you got to sacrifice special events. I myself was working 7.5 hours per day, so I miss my birthday the most. So yeah, and thanks to my sister Ani started celebrating my birthday last year. My friends, sorry, not my sister. And this year also my friends are going to say, okay, you're going to celebrate your birthday since you're not working at McDonald's. So to my friends, I thank you guys so much and hope you guys can listen to this podcast. Yeah. Um that's it from me. Oh, that's not it from me. My goal for this podcast is to talk more about stuff that I normally don't share with others, with friends, with family. So I want to share you guys. That's my goal for this podcast. Is share my experience about work, share my experience about being a youth instructor, share my experience about being a TikToker with you guys. So yeah, and my goal for this podcast is also to make it relevant to my character so that I don't only rely on my character that I create 4 years ago or 5 years ago. Yeah, hopefully you guys listen to this podcast. Hopefully you guys like it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. But before you go, you know what to do to my original subscribers. You guys know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notification, leave a comment down below what you guys want me to talk about next, and maybe I'll get a friend on here. Okay, that's it from me. See you guys on the next one. Peace. Peace, peace. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, bye. Okay, wait. How do I end this?